main event. Let's move on to the Masters. What's your thoughts this year? I mean, we're back in spring. We're back in April. We had the November Masters, which was weird.
Yeah.
It was still cool. It was great to watch. Glad Dustin won because he's a relatively local dude.
Coastal guy.
Coastal
Gamecock
guy.
fan.
Yeah. Native of Columbia.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought him up. Have you heard the story about how he chose Coastal?
I haven't. I feel like I've heard things, but I don't think I've heard the actual story. I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know if it's true. I don't know if the story is true, but I'm making a habit out of saying stories I hear at this point. So the story was he was getting recruited by a few different schools. Carolina was one of them. And then he went on a family vacation to Myrtle Beach. And in true Dustin fashion, they drove by Conway, coming down 501, going into Myrtle Beach. And they drove by Coastal. He goes, man, I didn't know there was a school here. And they drove in off the road, and he walked into the head coach's office, and he goes, I want to play golf in Myrtle Beach. I want to come to school down here and go to school at the beach. And then he did.
Now, I definitely haven't heard that story. Since we're on the topic though of DJ stories before we get in master stuff,
love it.
Really quick. My best friend, he goes to Harbor Town every year, which that you talk about the states of Georgia and South Carolina and then being the golf meccas. The reason is because there's so many great courses, and Harbor Town is definitely one of them. That's an awesome event. I know the players love it, kind of like that decompressor, that stress-free week after a crazy stress week in Augusta. But some buddy goes every year. They've got like a hookup with some Coca-Cola guy. Like they get like these VIP tickets or whatever. He met Dustin Johnson a couple of years ago. And I guess he was just kind of like the bystander or whatever while DJ was talking to these people. And DJ saying like basically recollecting how he used to just go out and get shit-faced on the boat and then go play the next day in the round. And he's like, yeah, I can't really do that anymore. Like, but DJ used to be an animal. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. He used to be an animal.
He has the course, and this is another story, DJ's story, may or may not be true. He has a course record up here. I live in Wilmington, North Carolina, right?
Right.
They played a college tournament out there, and he has the course record. He shot a 61 on a Pete Dye course, par 72, like sick. And his 7-iron's hanging up in the clubhouse. And the story goes is he went out for his practice round, played pretty well, and then disappeared. Nobody could find him, right? He rolls in the next day in a cab in the same clothes, covered in glitter and hammered 5 minutes before his tee time, and goes out and shoots the course record. Like, don't know if that's true, but that's the story the members have told me.
Oh, man. Sounds pretty on brand, though. Sounds
definitely on brand for DJ. So sure. Reigning champ, how do you think DJ is gonna fare this year? Is he gonna be able to retain the jacket, or we're gonna see somebody else wearing it?
I think, if I had to bet, I would say somebody else will be wearing it. But back to just the Masters getting back to its normal week. It's great to see. Like you said, it was weird last year. Thank God we even had a Masters. You know what I mean? I remember sitting basically at this point or a few weeks prior last year, and when they announced they were going to postpone the Masters, and just how, obviously devastated we all were at that point. You know what I mean? Because the Masters is the unofficial start of spring. Basically, this is when, like, okay, now sports are back. Everything is back now with Masters week. And, it's funny, like, I didn't, when I used to really, really watch golf, like, religiously, it was like golf season doesn't really start till the Masters gets going. Like, that's when you really start getting into golf season. But, I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. It's just, it goes without saying how great of an event it is. Obviously, DJ, the reigning champion, and he's actually the favorite. Him and DeChambeau the favorite right now at 10-1 odds. I was looking at the odds before we came on, and I think there's some really intriguing guys in regards to value, and you can grab them at. And I'd expect DJ to play well. It kind of feels like at this point, there's a couple of guys on tour that I don't know, and I don't follow golf as closely as you do anymore. But like, there's just some guys I'm like, even if he doesn't win, I expect him to probably finish like top 15. I think he's just gonna play well. You know what I mean? And I was happy to see DJ break through on that course too. But, how does Brooks Koepka respond from what he had the knee surgery, right? And he's obviously playing this week, or said he was. I know he was practicing yesterday, but he had the surgeries, come back from injury. How does he respond? Dude, Jordan Spieth is so intriguing to me.
Brooks had knee surgery like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm shocked he's playing. But,
Me too.
It's the Masters.
Me too. He quotes
Koepka's gonna win one before it's all said and done, bro. There's
for sure.
no question.
For sure.
I'd love to see, man, and I think everybody would. I'd love to see, which it's wild. He's 11-1 odds. I know he just won, but Jordan Spieth, man, what redemption it'd be for him to find a way to get the jacket back on. I think Justin Thomas is going to win one eventually. Like, there's a bunch of good guys in the field. So
yeah. So I'm pulling up this text. I was texting with my friend he's been on a heater as far as golf betting goes since like the Waste Management Open in mid-February, early February. He has like an 80% win rate right now. So on February 16th, I sent him a text and I said, I want you to put $100 on Jordan Spieth to win the Masters. February 16th, I said, I want you to put $100 on Jordan Spieth to win the Masters. He didn't do it. Now he's 11-1. At the time, he was 250-1.
Wow.
250-1. And I was like, put $100 on Jordan Spieth to win the Masters. I'm not saying I'm predicting the future, but I am saying I called it in February. Jordan Spieth's winning the Masters. That's my pick for the week. I think Jordan's going to win. He's one of the only few needle movers in the game of golf, right?
Yeah.
It's Tiger.
Absolutely.
It's Rory and it's Jordan. Like there's three of them. Yeah. Everybody else, like Brooks can win. It's cool. DJ can win. It's cool. Justin, I love Justin Thomas. He can win. It's cool, but it's not, it doesn't get people excited about golf. And for whatever reason, Jordan has that aura about him. So I'm calling Jordan Spieth.
Well, and I think people love, as Americans, we love to see a rise to glory, but you know what else we love to see? We love to see someone plummet. We love, admit it or not, people love to see, someone crumble and come back down. It happened with Tiger, but they also love a good comeback story. So it's like, it's crazy how that works. But again, I'm just looking at these betting lines, dude. Like I look at guys like, you talk about just value. Tony Finau, 35-1. Hideki Matsuyama, 40-1. Hey, Bubba Watson, 85-1. Why not? Yeah. Maybe a guy that I look at and someone that again I met through the Junior Invitational, Scotty Scheffler, 40-1. That's a good player.
Yeah.
It's a really
playing
good
well too. He's been playing really well.
He's been playing well. So, and I remember watching him at Sage Valley. He just tore that golf course up. So, it's all about, man. Me and my dad always talk about it every single year, bro. I mean, listen, these guys can all strike the golf ball beautifully. They can all hit their driver. They can all hit their irons. Who makes the most putts? That's just what it comes down to, bro. Who makes the most putts under pressure? That's bottom line. That's what it comes down to. The guy that putts the best is most likely going to win. So, like you said, speaking of Spieth, I mean, when he's on, there's not many that are better putters in the game than Jordan Spieth is.
No. And it's why Tiger won so much in the late 90s and early 2000s, right? He was lasered in. He did not miss. A gimme for him was like 10 feet, right? Like didn't miss under 10 feet. And Jordan was the same way for a while. And if he can get that confidence about him, I've always been told that Geller, his caddy, is basically just trying to keep him calm the entire round of golf and he's basically a therapist for 18 holes. Like, he's not managing Jordan's game. He's not telling him what to hit. He's just a therapist.
Yeah.
And if he can keep his head on his shoulders and stay calm and stay confident about what he needs to do, Jordan Spieth is like hard to beat.
Yeah. To Spieth and to everybody else, all I ask, if you're in the lead and on Sunday, I don't know why guys try to do this. Again, me and my dad talk about this every year. Why anyone would hit a cut into 12. Just hit a draw and be long back left and make your 3 or 4 and get out of there.
Yeah.
Because these guys try to get cute and they hit this cut, and that hole is literally going this way away from you.
Yeah.
So the farther right you go, the farther you have to hit it. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I'm not smarter than a PGA Tour pro, but I'm just like, bro,
might be.
Just go long left. If you go long, it's fine. Just get your 3 or 4 and get out of there. Because if you don't, you might be like Jordan and get a 12. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm sure if he's in the lead on Sunday, that's going to be one. It's like, okay, we got to get this hole. We got to figure this one out. This is the one right here.
Yeah.
All the pressure's on this hole.
Yeah.
So, if there's one guarantee, man, for this week, is the dramatics on Sunday, and I just can't wait to watch it. There's just nothing like the back nine on Sunday at the Masters. Nothing.
Yeah, and the fact that there'll be fans there this year. There'll be some patrons.
Thank God. Thank God.
That'd be huge. That'd be huge, and I'm excited to see it. So, I mean, feet to the fire. Who's your pick to win the 2021 Masters?
I think I'm gonna go JT. I think
he's get his first major. Is that his first major? I think it is.
I think it would be, yeah. But he's so due, man. I think Justin Thomas is just way too good of a player to, at some point he's gonna break through and get it. And I know Spieth just won, and I'm a Spieth guy too. Like I really do like Spieth. I'd love to see Spieth win, and I don't really think there are many guys on tour that I dislike. I know everybody hates Patrick Reed, which whatever. I don't really care. I think he's fun to watch. You
didn't cross paths while you were there at Augusta?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'll tell you, man, who I used to hate growing up was Tiger. I hated Tiger. Me and my dad, we hated it's because he was like the villain. We were Phil, exactly. We were Phil guys. But once Tiger went away and all that stuff happened, I slowly started to realize, dude, golf is just not the same without him. We need him. Golf needs Tiger Woods. And it's a shame he can't play in this event, obviously. And prayers up to Tiger dealing with the injuries and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I like Thomas. I do. I know he's one of the favorites and whatever. I think John Rahm, too, could really make a push if he can just keep his emotions together.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember watching him play at Southern Cal, by the way. And I was like, how is this dude going to make it on the PGA Tour? He has that traditional Spaniard, hot head. He's just like Sergio. He's just like Sergio in that regard. But
yeah,
I don't know. I like Thomas. I do. I like Thomas's game a lot, and I think it plays well to that course. And again, it's just all about getting hot with the putter, man. Whoever gets hot with that putter and can, like you said, make the most pressure-packed putts will be the guy that takes home the jacket.